Hey guys, Ashen one here. Oh, episode 3. Episode 3. Okay, I've seen your answers to the poll I put out. You're happy for me to try and get the monk's head wraps. So, in this episode, free Sage Frake, get monk's head wraps, get silver bracelets, get Ring of Avarice, craft the Morion blade. Okay? Not necessarily in that order. I think what I'm going to do first, right, is let's have a look at what we did last time. Clever Rat's Ring, Ring of Magical Sharpness, Second Chance, and Firestorm. We're also going to get Soul Ray. That's why we're freeing Sage Frake in this playthrough. Here we go, look. Pick up my souls from ages ago. So, we're going to get the monk's head wraps. Now, to do this, we just put our soul sign down in World 3. And should get summoned in. So what I'm going to do is get the loadout going a bit here. Let's get the Adjudicator Shield in. Put our Talisman of God in. Clever Rat's Ring. Ring of Magical Sharpness. Can just stay off for now. We're not going to need those. Yeah, that's what I like. Okay. We'll pick up our souls. Just in case. Don't forget your souls. We just yeeted off the Nexus. We're going to have some fun, guys. We're going to have some fun. Ooh, we are fat rolling, so I'll take the headpiece off. Ooh, 50.2%. That's brutal. I'm going to put the silver coronet on. Just because I don't want the Ring of Great Strength. That's good. I immediately run to World 4. You can tell I must love that world, right? Let me think about Sage Frake. Silver bracelets. I'll put Prison of Hope through first. We'll get Sage Frake and we'll get the silver bracelets. My only concern with putting the soul sign down here is you can just get called in for co-op. And yeah, as much as I don't want to leave a fellow player stranded, that's not what we're doing, right? What I suppose I could do... Ooh, the soul sign you left has disappeared. Ooh, okay. That seemed quite... I mean, we are going to be running through quite quickly, but... I suppose we have just run through a fog gate, or what was a fog gate, so that can have an effect, I believe. So Sage Frake, so we can get Soul Ray with the Fool's Idol boss that we killed at the last part of episode 2. Soul Ray will come into play later on. Then Silver Bracelets are down here as well. What I should have done is bring some Archstone shards. Does this vendor sell Archstone shards? I don't think she does. I think it's just patches, isn't it? Just wondering if there's a way of getting back quicker. We'll essentially have to run through. But what we can do is, what we'll do, we'll run through to Worlds 3-2 to Upper Latria, because we'll be down on floor 1 anyway. We'll run up the bridge, go to the boss, get the gargoyles to take flight, and then we'll put the soul sign down and we'll start heading through World 3-2 to get the Ring of Avarice. Right, so Sage Frake is in here. Basically the counterpart to Yuria the Witch. She doesn't have the spells. Frake does. Keep on going down. Keep on going down to floor 1. I'm not convinced my soul sign's really going to work, you know. I'll keep trying. It'll definitely work in Upper Latria. We're only level 54, remember, so we're a good... Wow, it just really keeps disappearing. We'll wait till we get to Upper Latria. It's obviously not wanting to play ball. So when you're down on World 3-1's bottom floor, floor 1, just run all the way forward. Don't worry, no holes, nothing to fall down. Silver bracelets, baby. And all of the standard souls gear there. All the knight stuff that you need, you know? Right, we need to keep our eyes firmly on this prisoner horde and his snipey tendencies. Run through nice and quick. Yep, that's fine. So Frakes in the Nexus for us now as a magic bender. We have a silver bracelets. If we choose the female body type, we can equip those. So they're going to boost our soul gain. They stack with the Ring of Avarice, which we'll be getting in World 3.2 now. And the spell Soul Thirst. Now, I'm going to do something interesting. I don't know what to do with the Golden Demon Soul. The Old Monk's Soul. We can either make the Insanity Catalyst. Phenomenal catalyst for casting your magics. Or we can get Soul Thirst. Soul Thirst is a spell which is going to increase our soul gain. And it stacks with the silver bracelets we just picked up and the Ring of Avarice that we're about to get. So, you guys tell me. Feel free to wear a cling ring if you're running through in soul form. Ooh, I know what I need to do. Could have been causing trouble. I'll turn password requirement off. I'm not sure it affects... Oh, wow, you're being summoned. That was quick. Ruh-roh. Okay. We'll see how that goes down. Moving to another world as a Black Phantom. That means we're moving as the boss. Okay, so this is what happens. Doesn't matter what soul, a red stone or a blue stone you put down, you get summoned as the boss. So George 9H99's world. So what we're going to do quickly... I'm going to put second chance on. We're going to go with Ring of Magical Sharpness. I'm happy with Regenerator's Ring staying on, I think. I can roll fast. Firestorm's there. Crisp Blade is going in the offhand. Oh! Oh! That was not the fight we wanted. There we go. The player died on the way up the stairs. Or maybe they quit out or something, but we've been given the Monk's Head Wrap. So that's how easy getting the Monk's Head Wrappings can be. So now, guys, oh yes. What we'll do is, when I'm going to fight that boss, hopefully we'll get invaded. Hopefully we'll get our PvP match. That was a really easy Monk's Head Wrappings, guys. Really easy. And I was ready for a fight. I was ready for a good fight there. Because we've been traveling between worlds, make sure... just casting Second Chance again. I will also... hide helmet. I think it's a cool look, okay? Might not necessarily be what we want when traversing some of these like tight towers and their tight, thin pathways and staircases. It can just get in the way. So what happens there, where I got the Monk's Head Wrapping, you get summoned as the boss, and if you win, if you defeat the poor player, who's probably spent God knows how long fighting the man-eaters and all that, if you kill them and stop them in their tracks, you are gifted the Monk's Head Wrappings. Now, that player died... I'm not sure the player died. I think the player might have... just saw that they'd been invaded and decided to quit because they didn't want to fight a player. And that's fair enough. That's fair enough. I mean, I was going to be very... cheap about it. I was going to firestorm the door when they walked in and then switch to my Present Falchion, which was going to make them bleed and was just hitting fast and hard. And I've got my Adjudicator's Shield and my ring regenerating my health, and I've got Second Chance, so even if they do kill me, I'll have another few hits in to kill them. So it you know, I'm happier that they didn't lose progress. No, not that there's much progress to lose. Once you've beaten man-eaters, you know, the Archstone's right there. But it can wreck your world tendency. They might not have wanted their world tendency to be wrecked. Fair enough. I'm sure we'll have a PvP fight at some point in the episode. Sure we will. When I'm going for the boss, I'm sure I'll get invaded by some invader looking for their Monk's Head Wrappings. Cool, so pick up an Archstone Shard, brilliant, because we don't have to buy them for 5,000. And that might help us when we're picking up an item later on, just to warp out of the world so we're not running around like mad fools. Yurt's an interesting NPC. He's part of Mistopheles' questline. Yurt's an assassin, and freeing him there, he'll be back at the Nexus, and if you leave him in there for too long, he'll start killing the NPCs in there. So take no shame in killing him. Okay, so, housekeeping-wise, we've got the monks' heads wrapping very quick. We've got our silver bracelets, and we've got our Ring of Avarice coming up. What we'll do then, just to break the episode up so it's not too boring, so we are going to be farming hardstone shards and chunks and larges. Let's go see if we can wreck man-eaters, just while we're in World 3 too, eh? Because that's what needs to start happening now. The biggest farming effort we're going to have to undertake is getting the Morion blade, because you've just got to farm hardstone shards. But what? Be the end of the world. Not really the end of the world. We'll be okay. And it's the chunks that are worrying. And we got to hope that there's a crystal lizard at the start of World 2-1 that just drops either 8 sharpstone shards or 8 hardstone shards. And can drop large versions as well. We got to hope we get lucky with that, because if that lizard drops us a lot of the shards, we know the shards are sorted. We're going to get enough large hardstone shards from World 2-2 in the Crystal Lizard Cave. We're going to hope we can get lucky with our Firestorm. Pop Firestorm offloads and hopefully kill a lot of them and just suck up the stones. But yeah, I think the Morion blade is probably the biggest farming effort, apart from soul farming, which I might showcase at the end if we've got a bit of time. If we've got a bit of time. Because I want to show you why I'm getting Soul Ray. Because episode 4, right after this episode, it's all going to be New Game Plus preparation. So it's essentially going to be a lot of world tendency management. Watch this guy behind the pillar. You can get the drop on him. So yeah, we're going to be, in World 4, we're going to be like, we're going to essentially be clearing up all white world tendency stuff that we want to do. Then we're going to be making every world black world tendency, pure black world tendency. And then we're going to be taking on the Black Phantom NPCs, and we're going to be getting the Primeval Demons, and we're going to start collecting our Colourless Demon Souls. Because we have 3 things that Colourless Demon Souls level up, right? We have the Crisp Blade. Every level of that is going to increase the amount of increase it gives us to our magic. There's the Dark Silver Shield, which we're going to get from Garl Vinland. That can go to +5. And our Adjudicator Shield here on our back. That can go to +5. And then its amount and speed of regen is hired. Like, it increases quite a lot. So we're going to have to decide what we want to do. Again, there's going to be the poll as well. That's what I'll do. We've got 2 polls, which I'll put out once this has gone live, this video. Once enough of you have watched it, I'll put a poll out, right? What we'll do... Well, you guys can decide what I get using the Golden Demon Soul. Do I get the Insanity Catalyst, or do I get Soul Thirst? And then I'll decide... It's only going to be those 3 weapons, I guess. 3 items. Adjudicator Shield, Dark Silver Shield, and Crisp Blade. You guys decide. So when we sweep up all of our Colourless Demon Souls before going into New Game Plus, what do you want me to level? Crisp Blade, Adjudicator Shield, Dark Silver Shield. So obviously, I guess there's an element of these playthroughs where I'm guiding you guys through and everything, and showing you some cool stuff, or helping you, find the game nice and easy and just wreck the game. But I think it'd be more fun if you guys get a say. I'm always of 2 minds of it all, really. Like, I never know what I want to go for. I'll be honest, I tend to go... No, I'm not going to say. I'm not going to say. Leave it to the votes. So we now have the Ring of Avarice, which is gravy. And if we come all the way down, what we'll do next is we're going to go all the way up. We're going to go up to man-eaters after this. Yay. So, sorry, Ring of Avarice is here, I think. Yeah. Look, we're down here. May as well pick up the rapier and the gold mask. And then we've got some soul items around here. So if we've come all this way, we may as well pick some stuff up, I guess. It's not going to hurt. 15 minutes in, and we're about to destroy man-eaters. What I might do, actually, before we go Morion blade farming, why don't I... We're going to kill man-eaters. We may as well kill the old monk, and maybe we'll get a PvP battle out of it. Who knows? I'm in body form, and I'm online, so wouldn't be surprised. I'm a good level as well. I think we're only level 54. I think that's a good level for it, to be honest. See if we can have a bit of fun with a PvP invader. And it could be my first legitimate death. Although, this episode is going to have a lot of me dying. But it's not going to be legitimate deaths where the game beats me. I'm just going to be dying to speed things up. You'll see what I mean when we start farming these bloody... these hard stone shards and chunks and whatnots. It's just easier to, like, die, basically, so you can keep getting back to the lizards and stuff. That doesn't count as a no-death run, does it? I suppose it does, actually. But we'll be doing it all in soul form. Anyway. So we're not going to be messing around with will tendency. Keep our will tendency sharp. And again, a reminder for you guys, if you don't want to be risking these will tendencies, play in soul form. But that's what second chance is for, you know. It gives you that second chance to make a mistake, you know. Allowed to make mistakes, believe it or not. To be honest, I thought he'd take more than 3 hits, but this is still technically ruled 3-2, so it's the same as the other one we killed. Okay, so man-eaters. Man-eaters notoriously weak against fire, so there we have the best equipment we can going into this fight. Again, we don't need hyper mode or anything, and we don't even need to use the clever rats, so we don't need to risk any of that. What I will say is, though, we'll put the crisp blade in. Monk's head wrappings on. Yeah, I keep the regenerators ring on. Ring of magical sharpness. Silver catalyst. Use one of these fresh spices. Yeah. Famous last words, but I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. What we want to try and do is just bait him to do an attack. Get him to attack us so we can get behind him or something. There you go. Dead. So that's the first one down. And if we can get in place for this one. Oh, cheap. Cheap, what was that? How did he get me there? Not a flawless victory, but wow, right? So, bearing in mind, that's not hyper mode. The damage we just did there can be increased by 140%. So, Monk's head wrappings, Ring of magical sharpness, and crisp blade are all boosting our magic. It's lowering our magic defense. Remember, there is a trade-off. But it's boosting our magic like that. And like I say, we don't have the Morion blade yet, and we weren't using the clever rats ring, and that was not hyper mode. So, that's man-eaters. Notoriously one of the hardest bosses in the game. The ones that give people the most trouble. Essentially one-shotted. I know there are 2 of them, so, you know, it's 2 spells, but each one-shotted. Quite nice. So may as well load this to see the boost in the will tendency, which is, it looks pure white, but it's not. It's not quite pure white. So I'm quite happy just to go up and kill the old monk. And who knows, maybe we'll get invaded. That'd be quite cool. Our levels are really good, sort of meta level for around here, like 50. 10 levels either way. I think we're quite. It's quite common that if we're in body form and online, we'll start getting invaded. But this is the only online thing I want to do. After this, I'll put the game back to offline. I just want you guys to feel like you're getting something that's, you know. We got the monk's head wraps. I put the poll out because I wanted to make sure you guys were okay with it, and 83% of you were, it seems. So, you know, it's about keeping this as accessible as possible. And another thing you've got to remember is we didn't need the monk's head wrappings there. I think we probably would have one-shotted the man-eaters anyway. Where it definitely helped, you know, you don't have to. The monk's head wrappings is going to massively increase your magic, but it's not necessary. Am I being invaded or what? I haven't seen anyone. Ooh, that was a death of a player there. Oh, he almost escapes. He almost got out. Ah, there's no PvP. Rubbish. Well, anyway, just in case, let's prepare ourselves. Yeah, put the crisp blade back in. Okay. We've got Firestorm if we need it. Not sure if we will. It's a shame we didn't get any PvP. That would have been really cool. Oh, he was going straight for Soul Ray. Nice. That's the worst attempt at a Firestorm I've ever done. Oh wow, that popped second chance. I actually died then. Interesting. Yeah, I don't think Firestorm is the spell for this fight, to be honest. I think you can see there the trouble that Firestorm was getting us into. I think getting the drop on him, he loves being stun locked, so I would just do that. So that's the Golden Demon Soul. That's what I want you guys to vote for, to decide what you want to do with it. Okay, so we had a really good run there, a really easy run of World 3. We got invaded as a boss, but didn't have to PvP, and then we got to the boss and didn't get invaded there either, with someone being the boss. So we'll head back to the Nexus now. Let's think about this. We've got some good souls on us there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to spend the souls that I know I should be spending. So nothing with Saint Urbane, but definitely stuff with Sage Freight. I would like to learn Soul Ray, mate, if that's alright. Here we go. Now, he has Homing Soul Arrow for the Golden Demon Soul. Blacksmith Ed will make you the Insanity Catalyst. And Uria has Soul Thirst. Bum, ba, bum. So that's what I want you guys to decide on. I'm not going to bother with Soul. I don't care too much about Homing Soul Arrow. It's really good against bosses like Flame Lurker and stuff, but Soul Thirst and Insanity Catalyst will be the vote. Okay, so Golden Demon Soul saying we know we need the Storm Demon Soul. Mixed Demon Soul we don't really need, but I won't go spending it just yet. Warrior Soul, brilliant, okay. 91,000 souls, lovely. Okay, so 24? Yeah, so Magic Memory at 24 there, look. Sorry, Intelligence 24, Magic Memory 4 slots. So now we can pop our, we can pop Firestorm and Soul Ray in there. Sorry, my mind went completely blank then. Now we could put some more points in Vitality Endurance, but my question to you guys is, do we need it? We've got second chance. We've got 1.5 hour health, technically. Endurance is low. Endurance could be higher, but do you know what? I'm going to do something here, right? When we come back, so that's all we can level up here. I think I'm going to get MP over 200. I think I'm going to get our base MP over 200, just so then you've got 1 MP bar that casts Second Chance and Firestorm. That just seems like a nice amount. As soon as we've got our magic capacity increased, let's attune Soul Ray. Now, what do I want to show you guys with Soul Ray? Well, if we had 18,000 souls, I could show you, but don't worry, I can show you and you can just imagine the effect. Okay, let me just show you this. Before we go and craft this Morion blade, we're 25 minutes in, so we're doing really good with time. Ring of Avarice on, right? You would have the silver bracelets in there as well, and both of those would be stacking and boosting your soul gain. Let me just show you this, okay? We no longer need to worry about having a bow. We're not reaping the sniping the Reaper anymore. That's not happening. No. We're coming here. Okay. We don't go to the Storm King's thing. We come to the old heroes. And look at this. Look at these guys. Keen as custard. Keen as custard to die. If you stagger this and just get yourself positioned well, you can wreck these clowns. And you can see them coming for you because they very purposely turn and start facing you. And watch this. Oh, no, okay. So you can, with Soul Ray, shoot through enemies. So if they're in a line, you kill 2 of them. You still get some of the stuff Storm Ruler does, but look how easy this is. Now, what you want to be aiming for, you see here how I've used a spice. We don't want to use a spice. Okay? What we want is to get our MP up high enough so that, you know, we might have a few misses. We might have a few misses in here. But you basically want to get your MP high enough so you can do this one sort of clear out without using a spice. When you can do that, oh, it's not costing you anything. We were at 17,000 souls. We're at 39 now. Not bad, right? And then all you do is you come here, come back to the Altar of Storms, then you start again. Because what's easier about doing it this way is that you get them all almost single file. Like, look, you can see them all in front of you. When you warp into the Archstone further down, the Storm King's Archstone, they're all around you and above you. And you don't know where to look. And they attack from all sides and all angles. It's really difficult. But from here, once you'll get better at this than I am as well. You'll be doing it really fast. Look at this. Crazy, isn't it? I mean, don't get me wrong, they'll put you on the back foot a few times. So look at that. Perfect run without... I think I did miss... Actually, have I missed any? If you look there, we technically do have enough MP to do this without using a spice. So, we had 17,000 souls, right? We were just shy of 18,000. We now have 61. We don't have the silver bracelets equipped, and that's pure white will tendency. Archstone of the Shadow Men, pure white. When that's pure black, you basically double the souls you get just because it's pure black will tendency. Then put Soul Thirst on top of that. Your soul farming is done for a long time. Let's just put it that way. You get some high levels, trust me. Okay. Got enough for 2 levels there. I might just... Yeah. I'm going to start spreading. I'm going to start spreading a little bit. Okay. 20,000 souls is a lot to have and not be able to level up. Okay, that's done. Now we've got to do some farming. We've got to get ourselves this Morion blade, okay? So I'm going to put the Providential Ring on, and we're going to try... We're going to try 2-1 first. Hopefully this crystal lizard drops us more hard stone shards than he does sharp stone shards. If he doesn't, we don't have to worry about shards and large shards because we now have an awesome farming spot for souls, don't we? I will just say this as well. Obviously, those manta rays are going to be a lot... Oh, sharpstone, no. Those manta rays are going to be a lot harder in pure black will tendency, but that's why we've got the monk's head wrappings, the crisp blade, the ring of magical sharpness. You'll still be able to one-shot them at pure black will tendency. So it's insane, guys. It's just hundreds of thousands of souls, like, every few seconds. It's brilliant. If you get good, you can probably do it in just less than a minute. Oh, that was good. That was perfect. 8 hardstone shards, 2 large. That's brilliant. I think I can kill this little dude 2 or 3 more times. If we could just replicate that again, that'd be brilliant. We don't want sharpstone. Don't want sharpstone. So we'll exhaust this lizard here, and then we're going to go to the tunnel city. We've got the cave of lizards. Got a couple of black phantoms as well, but they shouldn't give us too much trouble. Yes! Hardstone shard, baby. Perfect. Perfecto. We are going to be seeing a lot of sharpstone and clearstone, and it's going to break our hearts a little bit, trust me. But we don't need too many. The problem is hardstone chunks, right? And we're not going to need too many of them because we're not going... We need to make a short sword, for example, +8. Not +10, just +8. A short sword or a long sword, something like that, at +8, with the Storm Demon Soul. Take it to Blacksmith Ed. You've got yourself your Morion blade. Okay, so we farmed him and we've been relatively successful. It sucked about the sharp stones at the beginning, but at least we've got 2 large shards as well. But it's chunks we need. Oh, guys, it's the chunks, the chunks, the chunks. Oh, I tell you what I'm going to do, actually. Before we farm this, because this is essentially second area in a world. Oh, look at that. Sharpstone chunk. Oh, no. Before we farm this, let's go to the underground temple. There's a crystal lizard just inside the dragon god. And because this is technically a world 3, this is like world 2, 3, this little stretch here, and the dragon god boss, the chunks are more likely to drop. In fact, I think he only drops chunks. The problem is, I think it's 50-50 whether it's sharpstone. So let's just fingers crossed we can be lucky with this, guys. Fingers crossed. But this is the biggest farming effort we have to do. And then, obviously, soul farming, do as you want. Yes! Okay, 2 hardstone chunks. Do you know, I think we only need like 4. If we can get another 2 from him, that's going to be really great. It's a lizard, I don't know. So, World 3's clear. We've got everything we need for hyper mode. We've crafted the Morion blade. I'm trying to think. We've got soul boosting items without soul thirst, but that's still great. We've got soul rain, an awesome soul farming spot now, which you saw how cool that was. And we got our monk's head wrapping really easy. I think this video would have been a lot better if we had some epic PvP battles, to be honest. But I'll take it. I won't moan. Yes. Also, Dragon Bone Smasher's down there, look. So think about getting that. What I'm doing is I'm purposefully going to leave any world tendency related stuff to episode 4. So you know, if you want that Dragon Bone Smasher, I would consider getting it. Right, I think we might be able to kill this lizard one more time, so bear with me, guys. Just going to do it one more time. Because if we do get the hardstone shards, I will be 100% sure that we've got enough. Sorry, the hardstone chunks. If we don't, I'm still 95% sure? 94% sure. Okay. So, we've had a good sweep this episode so far, and we are only just over halfway. Woohoo. And like I said, there's a bit of effort in this episode, but then we wanted to have a bit of fun as well. So we want to get some other bosses. Oh, beauty! That's a hell of a run. Other places that you can farm hardstone chunks. At the start of World 1-3, after you kill the dogs and run up the steps where those 3 soldiers are, just on the right there is a little, what you'd call it, a little porchway of a building, and there's a crystal lizard in there, and he drops chunks and has the chance to drop the pure stones as well. But you can farm all the pure stones in Tunnel City. So I believe we have the chunks we need now, and I believe we have the shards that we need. But we do need to get some. Large hardstone shards. So what we're going to do is, let's get the short sword. Let's go crazy leveling up, see how far we get. Let's kill ourselves in the Nexus, so that we're in soul form and we're not screwing up the will tendency of World 2 with what I'm going to be doing next, if I have to do it. Purchase item. Ooh, my carry capacity. Okay, it's this Ancient King's armor, I think, with and all these stones. To be fair, so put all these in storage. Actually, we can check storage now, maybe. How am I doing for stones? So let's may as well have a quick look. 4 large hardstone shards, that's not enough. 8 hardstone chunks is enough, and 33 hardstone shards, yes, okay. Now, we could go and buy the large hardstone shards from the filthy man in World 5 too, but I'm not wasting souls. I'm not wasting souls. Okay. So, short sword. Pick up short sword. Upgrade it. Just see how far we can go. But don't go higher than 8. Otherwise, it screws up. Okay, so we got it to +5. Ah, we might run out of hardstone shards, actually. But we're definitely going to get enough hardstone shards for what we're about to do. So I think hardstone shards are okay. Chunks are going to be fine. Okay, this isn't going to be as bad a farm as I thought, really. Okay, Tunnel City. Oh, no, sorry. Apologies. Can anybody guess what I haven't done? Rushing, I'm getting excited. I am in body form. Go on that. So, because I'm not really spending money on Archstone shards, and I don't want to spend souls, we've got that soul farming spot, actually. Then the Archstone shards are going to bring us back to the Nexus, so I suppose they would still speed up the time. That is... Do you know what, guys, right? I don't mean to be arrogant or cocky, but even when I want to kill myself, I can't die. I can't die in this game. It was the fat roll. Fat roll screwed that up. I just can't. From Software, Demon Souls is too easy. It's not. I've just been playing it for way too long. Okay, so get your souls back whenever you do this. Don't want to mess around there. So we can relax a bit now. We don't have to worry about the world tendency in World 2 at all. And of course, how much MP have we got? 157. It goes up a bit higher, I suppose, when you've got that. But feel free to cast Second Chance if you're not feeling great being here. But the world tendency is pure white, so it's one-hit kills. And we'll start with this guy. There you go. 2 large shards. Perfect. That's all we need. That's all we need. So I think we're going to be okay, to be honest. I didn't feel that... I think I said I had 13. And it was 5 to get to level 6. So I imagine it's going to be 5 and 5. You know. Oh, that would have killed me. Do you know what, guys? No way. What am I playing at? No way. Okay, I want to show you something first. Face this. Come to the right corner here. You get the drop on this guy. Then this one's just running towards you. Done. Right. I'm getting too cocky for my own good, so I'm going to put my clothes back on. What was I thinking? I'm an idiot. I am an idiot. There's like trouble down here. But there's 2 black phantoms. So, there's the large hardstone shards. You know, we might even only have to do 1 run of this, to be honest. So what we do is, we'll do 2 though. Now, make sure you've got enough to cast Firestorm, and make sure that the You don't need the Crisp Blade. Crisp Blade's fine. Now, these guys aren't as bad as you might think. So, big hitters knock you around the place. But if they haven't got their shield up, they're dead. Okay? And that's not second chance. Second chance hasn't popped there. He hasn't killed me yet. Yet. So, I took a few hits, didn't fight them cleanly. Second chance is still popped. I'm in soul form without the cling ring. That's awesome. This build is keeping us alive. It's great. Okay, so just take that off. Be able to more stamina to run in. God's Wrath is much better than Firestorm here. Firestorm is really rubbish here, to be fair. Like, you've really got to try and get a good angle on them. And try and hit one of them before they... with your sword. So, I think I killed 2, which is a bit rubbish. Sharpstone Shard, not what we want. Ooh. Couldn't have been much worse than that, to be honest. Your pure stones are there, by the way. That's a pure hardstone and a pure sharpstone, and you just need to walk carefully onto that plank around the hole. You won't die if you fall anyway. It's just a bit annoying. And I think you can probably guess why I sent the elevator back up. Takes us straight back to the Archstone. Then we're there. So I still consider this a no death run, right? Because that's not a legit kill, yeah. I'm not going to worry about second chance anymore because those big guys did. But I need to be careful with the fat official. He can definitely kill me. Oh, Sharpstone. Not good. Not good. You know, I'm going to immediately change my mind and definitely have second chance. We've got Exploding Cart. We've got Fat Officials. I've got no HP. I'm not wearing any armor. I've taken my armor piece off. And the Fat Official, if he hits me with that fireball, it's going to hit me in the back. So is it a fireball or is it Flame Toss? That's Flame Toss, I think. So again, facing the mechanism, come to the right corner up here, this back corner, and you get the drop on that first crystal lizard. That automatically locked onto the second one. That was effortless. Didn't have to do anything then. I'm not going to do this any... There we go. There you go. Large Heartstone Shard. Yeah, I'm not going to do this any more than what we've done it now. And what I'm going to do is remember to pick up your souls because we were killing ourselves. I'm going to use a bit of our spice. By the way, the spices, we bought 20 spices in the last episode. I haven't bought any more. I have picked a few up, but still, we're not really having to overuse consumables or anything to keep our MP going. It's pretty great. Some of them really get out of the world easily, like really quickly. Any then? 2 again. Heartstone Chunk, not what we needed, but Large Heartstone Shard. We're done. We're done. We picked up our souls. I don't need the pure stones up there. I know I've got 1 Archstone Shard. Let's go. I think that's enough for old Morion Blade Face. Let's see. It all depends on whether we make a +8. If we make a +8, we've got to find more. And don't go higher than +8. Do not go higher than +8. It's not like a thing of you only need a +8 sword. It has to be +8, not +9 or +10. Someone might want to fact check that for me, but I'm 100%. I've had loads of people go higher and it's screwed up. Ooh, we don't have enough large Heartstone Shards. We don't have enough Heartstone Shards either. I'm out by 2. I'm out by 2 and 1. Okay. Fair enough. Let me just double check that quickly. We can rectify this though. 2 and 1. Yeah, 2 and 1. Okay, that's not a problem. That's not a problem. See, if I had have known that, I could have saved the Archstone Shard and run to the Filthy Man in 5-2, and then Archstone Sharded out. But what we can do here, look. No messing around. Thank you, my friend. Don't need to buy any more than we need either. That's the other thing I think is important. And let's see if the Tunnel City can be good to us. We might be able to get... Oh, I don't know if I've killed that crystal lizard too many times though at the beginning here, have I? Yeah, he's gone now. But we can just take a bit of a trip. We'll take a bit of a trip down. I'm sure we'll be able to get 2 more. And if we don't, I'll just go and buy them from the Filthy Man. We're 45 minutes in. And we're about to get our Morion blade, so there's nothing to worry about, guys. You can go down the tunnel straight ahead there. That tunnel there. And there's quite a generous crystal lizard, I'd say. It's quite good at giving you the drops. But these 2 might just give... We might get the 2 that we need from these 2, look. Or was it 3? No, it was just 1 I needed, actually. There you go. Not the end of the world. So we got the 2. We only needed 1 and we got 2, so that's fine. The sword is +7, isn't it? Yeah. Let's head back now. Head back and we're done. That's not bad. That farming wasn't as bad as I thought. If I had done 1 quick more run of this, I think it would have been a lot smoother. Just remember that he's in World 2-1, so he dies quickly. Good, okay. So we've got the Morion blade now. I'm looking at 46 minutes on my recording. The question is, who are we going to nuke? I mean, it's quite brutal what we did to the man-eaters, to be honest. A bit harsh. I think we go World 5. Let's get World 5 ready. How much do I need to level up? 21,000. Okay. I'm convinced I don't need the mixed demon soul, but I'll check it when I'm offline. I'll check it between episodes. Short sword +8, baby. What I like about this is that it makes World 2 so important. Like, Blacksmith Ed is the one who's going to craft everything. All the mats you need are in the world as well, so it's quite nice, because once I'm done with World 2 in a playthrough, I never come back here. But we're even going to craft Northern Regalia in the next episode, so we're going to do so much before we go into New Game Plus. So we can make the Morion blade now because we have the Storm Demon Soul. You'll become overburdened. Wow, the game is really trying to lock me out of hyper mode, right? I think I'm probably still overburdened if I wanted to hold that, alright? Put the Ancient King's Mask away. This stuff's quite light, but it probably will help. I'm holding on to the chest piece of the Ancient King stuff because it's a bit better, but I mean, we are carrying a lot for... We don't have a lot of endurance, remember, so, like, you know, got Magic Sword Mako. Oh, hold on. Jerry Stiletto? No, don't equip it. Don't equip it. That's got to go in the drink, surely. Jerry Stiletto. No. 77.3. I think we can manage that. Here we go. So we've got a Morion blade now. So what I'll do is I'll stay in soul form, right? Let me think about what the boss is that I'm going to go and fight. We're going to go to Leachmonger, aren't we? Okay. Okay. What we're going to do... We're not going to mess around in World 5, just because we're feeling good, right? Not going to mess around. Go. Do I need to go back to the Nexus for anything? I don't think so. Famous last words. I'm just wondering if I can get myself... We'll save a bit of hyper mode for the next episode, because you're not going to see the difference. Because when we go to Leachmonger, the Leech... Oh, the poor Leachmonger. He does not know what's coming. He, whatever, is not ready for what I'm about to... The thunder that I'm about to bring. Why did I say thunder? The fire that I'm about to bring. It's quite literally the fire I'm about to bring. You know what? I'll go Eternal Warrior's Ring and Regeneration. I love that combo. Widow's Lotus. The fact that we've got two of those is really handy, because those rats are probably going to plague us. Oh, and the funny thing is, throughout this whole playthrough, we're still running off this half-moon grass. We really haven't had to do much with our grass situation and our healing. I have no idea what happened there. That was terrible, but my health seems to be incredibly high for the fact that he was hitting me. So again, we're really testing our build now. We can take a lot of damage. Obviously, feel free to find your own way down. It's just the way I go. Ring of Magical Dullness now. You're going up against a Fool's Idol, and you've got a Dark Silver Shield and a Ring of Magical Dullness. Pretty good. I mean, it's going to lower your magic damage, but... If you think how quickly you can come and get that ring after the Phalanxes beat, that'll help you with magic casting bosses. Old Monk's Homing Soul Arrow. Fool's Idol's Soul Ray, things like that. It'll help. It'll help. So we've come to World 5 now. World 5 is neutral. We're not getting any sort of world tendency bonuses or anything. So we can take the damage, and we are chopping through. We are absolutely chopping through. Right, Firestorm, baby. Let's see if the rats manage to plague me before I get this off. Yep. Oh, I don't have enough MP. Well, that rat should have plagued me. There you go. Got to hand it to them. Let me guess, one is still... Loads are still alive. That completely missed. Be very careful there, guys. Don't be flippant like I was. As soon as I knew I had the Widow's Lotus, I was being a bit cheeky. Oh, the Archstone Shards. Oh, we don't have to buy them. Oh, this is going to make... I'm not sure how much warping out of worlds we have left to do, but that's amazing. I'm so happy with that. Come on then, big guy. I bring the big guy back in here. And he can move when he wants to, so be careful. He'll be right behind you. The plan being you kill him by himself. Okay. That health regen is really helping us. Once we know the level and we know we aren't taking a lot of consecutive sort of hits. Let's watch this guy up here. Let him poke over your head if you can. There you go. Oh, and roll into these things. Like a random NPC or something in your way. Just roll at them. They won't take any damage off you, but they'll move. You never get the drop on both of them. I don't feel like you need to pull this guy back. Just let him do his silly swings. I can hit him again, but I'm just being silly. I could have killed him way before he hit me there, but... I'm testing the damage that we can take, right? So that's 5-1 done, and that is the hardest, probably the hardest area in the game for me, to be honest. Okay, so we've got a second chance. Pop a spice. Do you know what I'm going to do? Just because this is supposed to be quite an accessible offline sort of, you might not be able to get the monk's head wrappings, okay? I'm taking the monk's head wrappings off. Put the silver coronet back on, why not? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the Ring of Magical Sharpness on. So the only thing that we're buffing with now... Ooh, the Crisp Blade. Crisp Blade can go there. So the only thing buffing our magic now is the Ring of Magical Sharpness, which you pick up, and the Crisp Blade, which you pick up. We're not gonna use the Monk's Head wrappings. And what we want to see, right? What we want to see is, can we one-shot this guy? And because we've got the Silver Coronet back on and the Silver Catalyst, we have 226 MP, which means we can cast Firestorm twice before we have to replenish MP. So, You just carefully drop off here. Come over this bridge. Then you can basically just roll down to him. You don't have to worry about dying. You're not going to die from fall damage or anything. I mean, you can die from him. He's got some moves. There you go. There was nothing about playing online that one-shotted that boss. 55 minutes left, eh, guys? 55 minutes left. Okay. I'm gonna do a bit of a bonus, okay? What if I told you we're gonna run straight through World 5-2 in about 5 minutes? You up for that? Let me show you this, okay? If I've got Poison Lotus, I can just go and do this straight away. If not, it might make it a bit more difficult. We're not going to get Plagues down here. Yep, Noble's Lotus, that's more than enough, 3. Ring of Magic Types, got Thief Rings going on, okay? So, if we leave... Yeah, we might switch to Magic. And then I'll show you the sort of setup for Hyper Mode and what you have to do to end, okay? What I want to show you now is we don't have the Sodden Ring, so we're going to be walking through the swamp really slowly. But I'm going to show you how we can get through World 5-2 and how World 5-2 is basically pretty much the easiest area in the game, if you don't want to explore it. But don't worry, I will explain this and how you can come back here and take your time with it later on. Okay, so we're not getting a one-hit kill on them anymore, but the fact that it almost is has impressed me. I'm really happy with that. So pick up those 3 if you haven't got any Poison Lotus. Now, obviously, if you have the Sodden Ring, this is much faster. You can sprint through the swamp. Right, look at the poison. We're poisoned, yeah? Ah, it's almost... So look how slow the poison's kicking in. It's because our regen ring and our adjudicator shield are trying to fight back. So you imagine, you have like a +1 adjudicator shield. You pretty much can't be poisoned. War Scythe. I think the Broken Sword is out here. We are going to pick up the Broken Sword because you never know where we might be in New Game Plus 2 or 3. We might be going for the... you know, we might be going for a Blue Blood Spell Sword sort of build. I'm sure it's one of these. Bear with me. I do apologise. Broken Sword, there you go. So you don't have to come and get this stuff. What we're actually aiming for, where we dropped down and we came into the swamp, see all those weird enemies? We're not fighting our way through those. That's ridiculous. We're going to sneak up the left side of the island that giant depraved is on. You might meet 1 or 2 of these guys, but they're not going to give you any trouble, are they? And we've got the Thief Ring on, you see. There's a big giant depraved there, and what you can tend to do is just creep up on here. Now, we might have aggroed him. No. Don't think we did. And then jump immediately off into the swamp. So that whole gauntlet at the beginning there, you're not doing it. You don't have to. If for some reason you haven't got the Thief Ring, that's a Thief Ring there. And all we're doing, right, is just running this whole area. Now, I do like to come under here just to get back on some solid ground, just so I'm not going mad stuck in this swamp. As soon as you get out of the swamp, the feeling of running fast is like the best feeling in the world. So you can run out here, and there's something else I want to show you. See if I can remember what it is. Essentially what we're doing is we're running to the next fog gate. We're running to the fog gate of the dirty village, and we're not fighting anything. But I do believe if you come out here, let me just see if I can remember this. Again, you don't have to do this. Is he there? Or is it there? Look, see this slug here? It's a slug out in a random thing. Check this out. Full set of Celine Vinland's gear. Dull gold armor set. Just on that random slug. It's so strange. Then from this island, we've got the dirty village, you see? We need to get in there. Now you've got the 2 giant depraved on the left. You'll notice, by the way, as well, I haven't cured the poison yet. I don't cure the poison until I'm out of the swamp for good. So the shaman will probably get aggroed. But if you hug the wall, you're into the dirty village. Now, don't walk through the dirty village either. Stay in the swamp. Now, come up this side. What's hilarious there is the poison actually wore off. My health is regenning, and now the poison's just come back on, so... I don't know what I was worried about with the poison lotus. We don't need it. Okay, we're at an hour now, so I guess it's taken me slightly longer than 5 minutes, but I did take a little detour to get some stuff. But, you just run to here. Now cure the poison. So you ain't going back in the swamp. You've just skipped all of the dirty village. We're still one-shotting these clowns. Look at this. Crazy. Absolute craziness. Now, before we finish up and I go and wreck the boss, I want to show you something. Let me just make sure I'm not getting... When you come up here, you turn back on yourself and the boss is through here, okay? That's the boss fog gate. Right? But when you come up that ramp, if you hug the cliff face, the wall, come up this way, this path is going to take you all the way to the shortcut. It's back where the archstone is. The shortcut is all out that way. But because I've got a second chance, and because I know what I've got equipped, magic-wise, I'm even going to put the monk's head wrappings on for this. I don't care about the thing. Like now, no, we won't actually. You know what the monk's head wraps does. You saw what it did to the man-eaters, yeah? But just so you're not concerned that it's still necessary if you can't do this, it can't be online, we'll just do this again. Just in case we need a second cast, we'll do this. So, Dirty Colossus. Completely pointless boss. Oh, he didn't die. Fair enough. But, as I say, you get the streams on him right, he dies. So that's the boss of 5.2 just done. And that's the whole of 5.2 just done as a little bonus. I think it took me like maybe 6 minutes or something. 6 or 7 minutes. Garl, Vinland, and Maid in Australia are down there, and that's the last boss of World 5. But, back to the next as well. We've got to save something for the next episode, surely. So let's see where we're at. Not going to be using the Writhing Demon Soul for Poison Cloud or whatever it is. Not going to be using the Eroded Demon Soul for Plague or Death Cloud, whatever it is. Get rid of that. Not going to use the Mixed Demon Soul. Get rid of that. Keeping the Golden Demon Soul, because that's what you guys are voting for, right? When I put the poll up. Soul Thirster and Insanity Catalyst. I'm not going to include Homing Soul Arrow. 126,000 souls. So, what do we do? Oh, it's almost 30. It's almost 30. Love it. That's what I'm going to do. I know it seems a bit strange, but at the moment, I'm not feeling like I need much more MP for any of the worlds. So, just ticking this over. And guys, we're level 65. It is a completely respectable level for just the first playthrough. It's not overpowered in any way. Did I pick up some souls whilst I was running through that world? I don't think I did I? No, okay. So there we have it, guys. So now, this is the position that we're in. We're still running no deaths, so that's pretty good. The game still hasn't managed to catch us out. We've got all the gear that we had. We've got our rings. Ooh, just before we go, so, let me show you this. This is how hyper mode works. Now, you saw what I did with the magic sword Makoto against the Fool's Idol, didn't you? I kept equipping it on and off, switching in the hands so that my health was going down. And then when it got to 30%, you saw that rat icon. I'll show you this then. As long as the Morion blade is on your back like that, or in your offhand, it's counting. Okay. So if you've got a bow that requires 2 hands, if you want to be two-handing a weapon or whatever, the Morion blade sitting on your back still works. All right, it still counts. Then you've got the ring of magical sharpness, right? So that's 60%. I can't remember how much it is. I think it's... one is a bit more than the other, but they both add up to 140%. So that's hyper mode. All you need is 30% health or lower. That's where the magic sword Makoto comes in. Like I showed you, maybe you put it on in your offhand like that, and you just go like this. Oh, sorry. Yeah, to take any regen rings off. So keep the clever rats ring on. Oh, I had the wrong ring on this. Sorry, I do apologize. So clever rats ring, Morion blade. Okay. Now magic sword Makoto, draining the health, baby. Draining the health. So you imagine you're outside a boss room somewhere. Outside the man-eater's boss room. You've got second chance going. You need a bit of a glass cannon fight. Maybe you've gone into Storm King and you want to take him down with Soul Ray, right? Hyper mode just rinses everything. There's loads of different things you can do. If you do have a bow build, you can snipe Maiden Estrella. You can just snipe her. You don't even have to fight Garl Vinland or anything. So this is hyper mode basically. Getting your health down to 30%. And when you see it buff, you'll have the rat's icon. And the Morion blade and the clever rat's ring are just 140% damage. I should have done this in the world and maybe gone and nuked something, but I'm not going to kill anything here now. But that's how you can get your health down in a safe way. Like I say, before I discovered the Makoto sword, the magic sword Makoto, I would let enemies hit me and stuff, and I would try taking fall damage. I remember trying to do it in the Fool's Idol. Trying to get that Black Phantom to do enough damage against me and things like that, and it was really stressful. It was really difficult to do, and you're going to risk killing yourself. With the magic sword Makoto, it's very incremental. It takes time, I'll give you that. It takes time. It's very, very, very incremental. So that's basically it. The Morion blade, the clever rat's ring. Like I say, you can use it. It would work like this. Just having the Morion blade in the offhand, but it works when it's on your back as well. It's brilliant. And that's the true hyper mode, is both of those items together. So, level 65, hyper mode ready, Soul Ray, second chance, Firestorm. We've wrecked worlds. So we've got Penetrator and Allant. We've got Garl Vinland. That's it. So, next episode, we're going to kill Garl Vinland and Maiden Estrella first. We're going to come to World 1. We're going to defeat the Penetrator and the 3 Black Phantoms just after him. Then, we're going to start looking at lowering world tendency. So, we may be restricted because of our Stones of Ephemeral Eyes, but I do think I've got a workaround which works where, you don't have to be online, or you don't have to get anyone to drop you the stones. So there you go. And I'll put the polls out. I can't remember what one of the polls I said was. One of the polls is going to be whether I get Soul Thirst or Insanity Catalyst. There was another one. I can't remember what it was, but you guys remind me in the comments and I'll get it up there. Nice one, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.